Okay, boys and girls, can anyone tell me what you think this book is about? Bella.
A little boy at the Sunset Beach.
Oh, very good. So the title, can anyone read the title for me? Julian. Fluff, fluff, fly. Free. Fly free. So, I need you guys to help me because in this book there's a little chant that they sing and I need you to help me sing it. Can you do that?
Yes.
So, I'm going to teach it to you real quick. You guys have to say, fly free in the sky so blue. Can you guys help me with that?
Yes.
Okay, let's sing it together real quick.
Fly free
in the sky so blue. Perfect. And I'm going to sing, when you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Okay? So when I point to you, you guys have to sing, fly free in the sky so blue. You guys think you can help me with that? All right, here we go. It was early morning and the sun had been risen around on the red pedestal. The earth under Maya's toes was cool, but the sun's first rays cast a warm golden glow on the Pagonia eaves. Mia looked for a familiar cage of sparrows for sale by the temple. Does anyone know what a sparrow is? No? It's a type of bird. So look, can you guys see? That's a sparrow. Okay? The birds twittered with excitement, bobbing their heads like tiny puppets. May I feed them? She asked the vendor. Of course, he says. You seem to speak their language. As much as Mia loved to visit the birds, she hoped someone would pay for their release. This was the Buddhist way. To set an animal free was a good deed. She would have freed them herself, but the cost was more than her mother could spare. Ia eased a small bowl of seed and water into the cage. So what did she do to the birds?
Feed.
She fed them. And what kind of deed is that? A good deed. Very nice. Sushi, sushi, sushi. Mia heard the sound of slippers nearby. They were red velvet and belonged to the girl named Thu. When Thu took them off as the custom before entering the temple, Mia could not help but stare. She had never seen a beautiful pair of shoes. What color are the shoes? Red. Mia waited for Thu by the temple door and smiled when she came out. The sparrows are hungry, Mia said. Would you like to help me feed them? Thu nodded as Mia poured some seed into her outreached hand. Then Mia whispered softly, are you guys ready? Go! Fly free in the sky so blue. When you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Very good, guys! On her way home that day, Thu noticed a girl sitting by the roadside, cradling her feet in her hand. She had been cut by a sharp piece of glass, and the wound stung like an animal's bite. My friend, Thu called to the girl, please take these slippers. They'll help ease your pain. So did she know the little girl on the side of the road, or was she a stranger? She was a stranger, but she gave her what?
Shoes.
She gave her shoes. Is that a good deed?
Yes.
Yes. The girl looked up in disbelief. The shoes were rich, red color of pomegranate, and the velvet was new and uncrushed. She put them on and nodded her head, thanks, and sung out, fly free, in the sky so blue. When you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Very nice. The next morning, the girl's feet were much better. One of her daily chores was drawing water from the well at the edge of town. With her new shoes on, she easily shouldered 2 heavy buckets of cold spring water that swooshed and splashed as she walked. On her way home, she passed Unga Hai, the ox cart driver, asleep in the shade under a tree. He'll be thirsty when he wakes up, she thought. She quietly approached his cart, dipping her coconut shell into the cool, sweet water and left it by his seat. So what did she do with the water? Yeah, she left it for this guy. Does anyone know what this animal is? Raise your hand, John.
It's a dead Jew.
It looks like it's an ox.
An ox?
Yeah. An ox carry heavy, heavy loads. When Onghai woke up, his throat was parched. To his surprise, a cool glass of water awaited him. But who could be so kind? Looking down the lane behind him, a girl's song faded into the midday dust. What song do you think it is?
Fly free.
Yeah, let's sing it. Fly free, in the sky so blue. When you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Very nice, Bella. Later that day, Onghai saw an old woman hobbling down the road, balancing a basket of cakes atop of her head. Do you need a ride to the market? Called Onghai. Yes, said the woman, but I have no money. Hop in, said Onghai. I'll trade you a ride for one of your cakes. They look delicious. They are delicious, the woman replied. I made them myself for an old family recipe. So what did the old woman trade to ride in the cart? Does anyone know?
A pond.
Onghai savored the sweet coconut flavor during the ride to the market. When he left the woman off, he whistled a cheerful tune. Fly free, in the sky so blue. When you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Very nice. At the market, business was brisk and the woman sold out of her cakes. She picked up her empty basket, bought a large sack of rice, and returned home. The next morning she awoke to find a lone monk passing her house with his hands with an empty bowl. It was breakfast time, and this was the monk's way of asking for food. The woman rushed out to the road with a steaming bowl of rice. It's simple but filling. The monk nodded his thanks, his orange robe streaming behind him like sun rays. As he walked off, a song drifted on the morning breeze. Ready? Fly free, in the sky so blue. When you do a good deed, it comes back to you. Good job. Touched by these words, the monk went to visit the home of a sick boy in the village. He treated the boy with acupuncture and chanted a river of words. The next day, the boy had completely recovered. The happy father went to the temple to give his thanks. So what did the monk do to the little boy? Do you guys know? The little boy was sick. He healed the little boy and made him all better. There by the temple gates, he saw Mia tenderly feeding the sparrows, singing a familiar song. At once he understood how good deeds are passed from one person to the next. A wheel of kindness exists in people's hearts. It turned day and night into cities, villages, countryside until it came back to its original origin, making a full circle. Without hesitating, he gave the bird owner all the money he had with him. I'd like to free the sparrows, he said. The owner nodded at Mia. Her heart beat like the wings of 1,000 birds in flight as she opened the cage doors, and in a moment, her friends were gone. So what happened to the bird? Yeah, what happened to them?
They fly away.
Yes, someone paid money to get the birds, set the birds free. How awesome is that? So now, boys and girls, we're gonna go back to our seats and make our own bird feeder. Do you guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.